Hey guys, it's Carly, and welcome back to 88 Characters. In this episode, we're going to be talking about something that will involve a lot of numbers. We're talking about the date and the time of day. So do you remember in the last episode that we talked about the characters for numbers? This is like a sequel to that. So if you still have something that you're unfamiliar with from that one, I recommend you watching it back again before watching this one. Alright, before we begin, please subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Okay, let's jump right in. So let's start with the character for year. 年 年. Now for this character, I see a train station with the train stopped at the platform. And if we want to say the year so-and-so, we would add this character at the end. So for example, well, I'm born in the year 1996. So we would say 1996年 1996年 Now, note that because in English, we would group two numbers together, 19 and 96. But in Chinese, we always say the numbers separately. So we would say 1996 year. 1996年 Okay, well, I guess now that you know my age, let's find another example. I'm a huge fan of Jay Chou's, and he has a song called Shanghai 1943. So 1943, we would say 1943年 1943年 Now moving on to the character for month, which is 月 月 Now we all know the moon cycle is a month, so you can see this as a crescent moon. But remember also in the first video where I talked about how some Chinese characters have evolved into having straight angles or having corners for writing consistencies, this is one of those cases as well. Well, because imagine if everyone tried to draw a crescent moon. Although I think mine would be quite pretty, not all of them would look the same. So when we're naming these months, we count them as first month, second month, third month, and so on. So for example, first month, January, would be 1月 1月 And for February, it would be 2月 2月 Okay, what about September? It's the 9th month. So it would be 9月 9月 And next, for the character for week, we say 周 周 So for this character, you can see it as a field of rice that is split into sections. And for the days of the week, we name them with numbers as well. So for Monday, we would say 周一 周一 And for Tuesday, it would be 周二 周二 And so on. However, for Sunday, we don't say 周七 We say 周日 instead. 周日 where 日 stands for the sun. And that's because back in ancient history, we used to name our days of the week with the classical planets. But over time, a lot of people found it very difficult to remember everything, so they replaced Monday through Saturday with numbers. And as for Sunday, the reason why we don't name it 周七 is because well, people saw Sunday as a very important day because it's not only the end of a week, but it's also the start of a week. And so, in order to loop everything together, we decided to keep the name as 周日. So next for the character for day, which is 日 日 Now we've actually already seen this character before when we were talking about 周日 Sunday, because it also means the sun. So now, we chose this character to mean day because, well, the sun rises and sets every day. Get it? Okay, and so originally, this character started out as a round with a dot to symbolize the sun, and over time, it evolved into this here. And now this is also a very common radical that we see in other characters as well. Now to add in the numbers, for example, if I wanted to say 18th, it would be 18日 18日 And, or for example, the 27th would be 27日. 27日. So up until this point, we've saw the year, the month, the week, and the day. So pause this video here and comment down below the date that you're watching this video. All right, moving on. For morning, we say 早上. 早上. And the first character, 早, means early. And you can see this character as the sun rising above the horizon. Such an image. And the second character, which is 上, means up. You can see the bottom stroke as a baseline, and the extension going upwards, meaning up. So another way to say morning is 上午. 上午, where the first character is the same as before. And the second character, 午, means noon. So imagine if you're working in the field all morning, then you would likely want to take naps at noon. So you can see this character as a shaded area for naps. Now we also split the day in half at noon, so you can think of 上午 as the top half of the day. However, be careful because when we're saying noon, we don't just say this character alone. We would say 中午, 中午, where 中 means the middle from the previous videos. And so if there's a top half of the day, then there is a bottom half of the day. And for afternoon, we say 下午, 下午. Now, 午 is the same, and 下means down. So you can see the baseline from the character up, but now we have the extension going downwards. So lastly, for night, we say 晚上, 晚上. And this first character here, 晚, means late. So for the left component, it's the sun radical, and the right component, you can think of it as a person. So when the sun is lower than the person, you can remember it as a sunset, or the end of the day. And with that, that's the end of this video. So in this video, we talked about a lot of very useful characters that we will see in places such as calendars or in restaurants. And one fun thing to note is that we use 上午 and 下午in place for AM and PM. And that's why we'll often see it on the opening hour signs for restaurants. So if you have any questions or if anything was unclear to you, feel free to leave a comment down below for me and I will get back to you soon. If you enjoyed this video, remember to like it and share it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Alright, that's it. 下次见. Bye!
For more lesson material such as flashcards and lesson notes, visit us at ChinesePod.com/88.
ChinesePod, ChinesePod.